the beginning of week 6, I was just tired, no energy, no appetite, just sore boobs, not much interest in doing anything. I went for my results for my blood work. Everything was good. Oh, and my HCG from that full deal blood work was 3,473. So again, it was still climbing super high. I am a O negative blood type, which apparently is super rare. It's not a bad thing or anything like that. And I went and I started researching, I guess, started Googling O negative blood types and pregnancy, and I kept coming across this thing called a Rhogam shot for something to do with if your baby is a positive and you're a negative, basically your body could attack your baby. I kept seeing this stuff, but everything I was reading, most girls didn't get it until you were like, I don't know, 27 weeks or something like that. So my doctor didn't mention anything about that at my appointment, so I just figured, you know, he knows what he's talking about, and maybe I'll ask about it at my next appointment. But later on that day, I got a call from my doctor, and he told me that I need to go down and pick up papers to go get this Rhogam shot, and I'm so glad that I researched it, because if not, I probably would have been stressed about that too. So the next day I went and picked up my papers for that Rhogam shot, and she said I needed to wait till the next day to go get it because they had to fax it to the hospital. But I was like, well, it's my last day off, I'm back to work tomorrow, I can't. And she told me, well, I can go try at the hospital, but she said no guarantees. So I went to the hospital, and they told me I needed to wait for them to call me to book an appointment. So she gave me a number to call and see if I could book one. So I went home, called this number, and she told me that they will call me back to book an appointment. And I asked her, like, is it important that I get this needle right away because I'm back to work tomorrow and I won't be able to get it done until at least my short change, which is like 4 days away. And she asked if I was having any spotting, and I said yes. So she went and looked and seen if my fax was there and set me up to come in that day, thankfully. So I was super nervous about getting this needle because I heard that it goes in the butt. And I was just praying that I hate needles. Like, you don't understand how much I hate needles. So I went in, and when I got into the little room, I asked the nurse, I was like, does this needle go in the butt? I was like, please tell me it does not go in the butt. And she's like, yeah. She's like, it usually goes right here. And she showed me, and I'm like, ah. So while waiting for the doctor, my nerves were pretty bad, okay? Pretty bad. And he came in, and he's like, oh, like, it will be, like, we put it there because in the arm, it tends to hurt a lot more. But I was still super nervous. So I laid down on the table, and I'm like clinging on for dear life. And he was like, you're gonna feel a little pinch. And he said maybe like a bit of burning sensation of like it going in or whatever. So I was like bracing myself, and I honestly, like I felt the needle like prick, like a little tiny pinch, but I didn't feel anything. I was shocked. I could not believe it, because every needle that I get in my arm hurts so bad. I could be a wimp. I don't care, but it hurts. But this one did not hurt at all, and I was like, can I get all needles there? Because like, it did not hurt at all. And I didn't have any side effects from that needle, I don't think. Later that day I did get really tired. That could have been something, but other than that, nothing. Oh, so this must have been the first night. So 6 weeks, 6 days, I got up and peed in the middle of the night. I'm a pretty solid sleeper. I never wake in my sleep, ever. I'm a really good sleeper, but like since then, so I guess since 7 weeks, I wake almost every night to get up and pee, which, I mean, it's okay because I easily fall back to sleep, but It's just something I've never experienced before. That's never happened to me before, so it's pretty funny. 7 weeks, one day, I woke for work and I was a little stomach sick. So this happened the next few days. When I wake for work, I was kind of stomach sick, but I think it was just the really early mornings and empty stomach. Like, it wasn't bad enough that I wanted to throw up, but it was just a queasy belly, I guess. So still really bloated. I didn't have much appetite at all. I already spoke about I had a food aversion to sweet potatoes, which was a main staple in my lunch what I took for my lunch for work. So I've been really struggling with that, actually. Like, I have no appetite and I find it really hard to eat at work just because I'm not in the mood for anything. And I tried to explain this to Barn, but he doesn't understand. He'd eat anything, and I don't think he's ever had that problem of having no appetite, which it sucks. Because you're hungry, but just nothing sounds appetizing. So 7 weeks, 6 days was my first ultrasound. I was pretty excited about this. Of course, Byron went with me, and we saw his heart beating, which was amazing. So his heart rate, I know I'm saying he, Byron's always calling it a he, so it's kind of grown on me. He thinks it's a boy. His heart rate was 144 beats per minute, which according to like old wives' tales, it's a boy. But at my ultrasound, so I measured a week early. So I'm actually 6 weeks, 6 days at my ultrasound. I thought I was basically 7 weeks, but I was actually 6 weeks. So that will push my due date to March the 30th. So that really explains a lot with that week of spotting. Yeah, so I thought I spotted at 5 weeks, but it was actually 4 weeks, so that could have been implantation. And also, it's weird because that means I would have got my, like, all my positive pregnancy tests at 3 weeks, which, like, that seems really early, but hey, I think it was, well, I thought it was 4 weeks one day, but I guess it would have been 3 weeks one day, and I even got a positive digital, which is crazy. So we went camping, and we tent. We probably won't be doing any more tenting because I'm not a fan of getting up and having to pee in the middle of the night while tenting. It sucks. I had my first prenatal. I had a really low blood pressure, but I think it was because I haven't eaten yet. I do have low, on the lower side of the numbers and blood pressure anyways, but this day it was really low, like the lowest I've seen it. Like the first number was even lower than 100. It was like 96 or 98, I don't really remember. So my next ultrasound will be at 12 weeks, which I think is like mid-September, after we come back from Vegas. So yeah, I go back to work tomorrow, and we leave for Vegas on the 2nd of September. Hopefully I'm still feeling as good as I am now. I still haven't told my parents yet, or his parents. Sorry, Mom. They live on the other side of Canada, so we're kind of like on the west coast, they're on the east coast. So it sucks. I really wish I could have told them in person, because this is going to be my parents' first grandbaby. His parents already have great kids, but still, it's his first. My mom, I know, is expecting it anytime. She found out she was pregnant with me on her first anniversary, which is crazy because we didn't find out on our first anniversary, but it was, I think, the week before. Which is funny because she was like, oh, maybe you'll find out on your first anniversary too. So I think she's really, really expecting it. So I want to try and catch her off guard and surprise her, which is going to be hard to do. I know if I send home a box and tell her not to open it until she FaceTimes me or something, she's gonna know. And I'm stupid because it was my sister's birthday not long ago. I should have sent home a present. I just didn't think of it. My sister is getting her first apartment next month, so like the first week in September, I think. So I'm just gonna tell her that I sent home something in the mail for her, and to tell her to call me when she gets it and to FaceTime me. So hopefully this works. We'll see. So I picked up this onesie. It says, "That's it, I'm going to grandma's." It's so cute. I don't know if you can see it, but I picked up two. This is a newborn size, but I wanted to do 2 boxes, obviously, one for my mom, one for his mom. So, I mean, I didn't want to get the same onesie, but there wasn't any more there that really was, this was really nice. I think this is really cool. So I just got a bigger size. So that was like the newborn, and this one is a 6 to 12 months. I just thought they were super cute. I got those from Chapters, and they were, what, $10 each? And then I picked up this one. It's just a little lamb to put in the box with the onesie. And this one's so cute. It's a little elephant. So I'm gonna put like a onesie and one of these in a box and send that home, and hopefully they'll get it before we go to Vegas, but if not, I guess we'll be in Vegas. That's everything for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next update.